we just need to talk more. Lilly Singh Vlogs, we hustle harder, productivity lives here. It is a sunny, glorious day in LA. I actually got to sleep in today because my first meeting starts at 1:30. It is way earlier than 1:30 right now, but I'm gonna catch up on some emails, do some work, feel rested, I feel great. Haven't meditated in a hot second, feel like I need to do that, mostly because I need to stretch. I love stretching. Did you know I love stretching? Love stretching. Especially love stretching $1. Cheap. What am I talking about? Here's the mission for today. Have a meeting with some graphic designers for my show. Have a meeting with the set designer for my show. Meeting with the talent bookers for my show. Have a call with the winners of the Fiverr contest. Go through my inbox. Pack, because tomorrow I'm going to New York. And because of that, I realized it's gonna be a combined vlog. Probably, most likely. Okay, the weekend, God knows, some stuff. We're going to New York, we're gonna shoot a thing, we're gonna fly back, and then some more stuff is gonna happen. All that more, let's do it. Kill the email. I've had a frog in my throat for 10 years. It's just there now. It's part of my life. I don't know what to do. Kill the email game. We're heading to John's office. I have 3 meetings. It's about to be lit. Abby, how are you?
Great.
Great. Also, no big deal. My outfit is so color coordinated, from my glasses to my blazer to my shoes. I'm just fashion icon. I also meditated, so now I feel great. And during my meditation, all I thought about was like, you better be color coordinated today. Proof I meditated. Just had a dope meeting about the intro for my show. What'd you think?
Amazing.
Polly knows she has to be in vlogs now, by the way. Polly's like, also
really comfortable.
Can we just talk about how Polly's stealing my thunder with her outfit because people are complimenting her outfit over mine, and I tried so hard today.
Really?
Then Polly showed up looking like a snack, and now no one cares about me. God damn it. Show intro looks dope so far. I'm so excited about it. Look at this office. Oh my god. Who decorated this mother effing place? Look, this is Sean.
Hi.
Say hi, Sean. You're on the
Hi,
vlog.
how are
I like
you?
your shirt.
Oh,
Wrong
thank
team,
you.
but no problem. Look at the peeps, all the peeps. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'll introduce all these people to you properly. Right now, I'm just making them super uncomfortable. Monumental moment. Sit the F down. I'm gonna introduce you to John. I always say John's office. John is a mother effing G, first of all. He is a G. He is my fellow EP on A Little Late with Lilly Singh. He's great in front of the camera, so just like a lot of pressure. Let's put all the pressure we can on John. This is John. He is amazing.
I am not good on camera.
You're amazing.
This is my weakest moment right here. So go ahead.
Can you tell them
Lay it
thus
on me.
far? How long have we worked together now? Like maybe like
A couple months.
Okay, what's the experience been like? Come on, tell them.
Working with this
me,
one right
yeah,
here?
with me, yeah.
I mean, these guys already know. I don't need to say anything.
I'm a lot. Tell them about the note. Come on, tell them about the note. Make me look good.
She left me
Show them the note.
the nicest note that is. You know what?
I'll pay you later.
It's not here right now.
It's not here. He
Yeah,
threw away
no,
the note.
It's not right because I sent it out to get it framed.
Are you actually getting it framed? That is so sweet.
Okay.
I was using his desk the other day and I left a note saying you're doing a great job and he's getting it framed. See that? That's how you know someone's been scarred by so many people, where a small gesture can make that big of an impact. Giving me that good light. So I am flying to New York literally for less than 24 hours. I land at 8 p.m., have a shoot tomorrow, and I leave straight from the shoot back to the airport. So I don't like these one day or half day New York trips. I mean, I'm so grateful. I'm shooting something really cool. I have like a lot of press and stuff, which is like so cool. A lot of the stuff is on my vision board. I love it. But there's something about like flying to another city to do a photo shoot for 3 hours and then flying back that's just like the utmost of first world privilege, where I just can't wrap my head around it. And I'm like, really? I'm gonna fly here for 3 hours? So like that much money is being spent on this? And I like can't wrap my head around that, but we gonna make it happen. Something this flight and my heart have in common. Here at the shoot. Swipe.
Oh, it's early.
It's not that early. It's like 1 p.m. We're about to shoot this ish. It's real hot in New York. It's actually 15 degrees hotter in New York than it is in LA, but it feels like it's 20 degrees hotter. So in total, quick math, feels like it's 100 degrees hotter. What are you showing me right now? Those are kind of fire.
Who do you think these are for?
Are they for me?
Yeah, dude, for sure.
These people gonna make me wear a dress. I see them conspiring over there. Nothing. I actually don't mind wearing a dress. Like, I'm okay with putting my daddy away sometimes wearing a dress. Just a different energy needs to be tapped into now. Like Selena Gomez, Beyonce, that type of vibe. I'm seen.
These brows are literally a work.
I've been spending like 20 minutes on my brows. No one has ever been this dedicated to me in my entire life.
I cannot wait for you to see this.
I'm looking at it right now.
This is the done. This is not done.
I know. Jeez. Expectations versus reality. We back home, finally. I just watched the movie Pet Sematary. Oh my god. Back in the day, that movie traumatized me. And I don't know why I think it wouldn't traumatize me all over mother heaven again. Movie is crazy. Tomorrow I got a bunch of meetings. In the evening I have therapy. Perfect segue. Because Ask Lily, one of the questions that I've gotten a lot of actually on Twitter, not only through Ask Lily, but just like, I feel like so many people have been asking this question, and that is, what do you think of therapy? Is it helping you? Do you find it useful? And I would love to talk about this. So I started going to therapy for the first time ever in my life. I've never been to therapy before, although to be honest, I probably should have. In January-ish, after actually maybe even before that, after my mental break from YouTube, I decided to go to therapy just because my personal life and also just my job, there's a lot of things that weigh heavy on my mind, and I just felt the right thing to do was to go to therapy. So first time ever going to therapy at the age of 30, didn't have much experience. I was very, very nervous. Kunal, who is my good friend, actually recommended me a therapist, and I ended up loving her. And it's very rare. I've been told to like the first therapist you see, but she's awesome and she's amazing. And here are my thoughts on therapy. First and foremost, I think what I like most about therapy is the commitment to myself. Because my schedule is so busy, and even if your schedule is like different than mine, I think just the commitment of saying, hey, at this time and this frequently, I am dedicating my time to my mental health. That alone has been game-changing for me because it makes me feel more balanced. It makes me, I always say I love myself, but that's like loving yourself being put into action. Take time out of my schedule, doesn't matter what's happening, I go to therapy, so that is already amazing. I've told my therapist and I've talked to my therapist about a lot of things I've never talked to anyone else about. And that has been very refreshing and wonderful because I feel like sometimes we have pent-up energy about issues that we hold so close, and sometimes just getting them out and discussing them with people. I think some of the best therapy is just talking. Like even with friends, like being able to talk about problems or emotions you have that you've held inside, I feel like that's so therapeutic. So that has really helped me. My therapist doesn't usually give me advice or doesn't really tell me what to do. She more so gets me to think about things in a certain way from multiple perspectives. And the thing she teaches me the most is that I can only control me. And that's a really big thing because so often we like complain about people or situations and she always just goes like, that's their problem. That's between them and them. It has nothing to do with you. She's gotten me to detach myself from a lot of issues that I held with me for so long. So I love it. I highly encourage. I think, you know, I was definitely raised in a culture where mental health is taboo. I think, I'm not gonna lie, people in my family right now, when they hear me talk about therapy, they're probably like, oh, okay, here she goes. But like, that's a generational thing. I don't think my parents' generation really believes in therapy, to be honest. A lot of cultures don't believe in therapy. They don't believe in mental health. I am a huge advocate for mental health. I think even if your family doesn't understand it, you should definitely prioritize your mental health. It is your life. It is not theirs. I think it is important to take care of your mind, body, and soul. So I am all for it. It has greatly helped me. I encourage you, if you want to see a therapist, to ask around, ask some friends, get recommendations. If you don't like therapists, find a new one. Like, date around with a therapist until you find one you like. But I am a huge advocate. Did I press record? That's something my therapist can't help me with. My memory. Oh, I just love it so much, and I think different things work for different people, and my therapist really works for me. And so all this aside though, I'm just gonna say another thing to go with like taboo. We just need to talk more. I know there's a lot of cultures around the world that are like, oh, we can't talk about the relationships and things, parents, and we have to sweep things under the rug. F that. So much of what helps me in therapy is things I could have talked about with people years and years and years ago, but I was never encouraged to, and I never thought I could. And I just want to tell anyone, especially young people watching this, no matter what culture you're part of, talk about things. It's okay to talk about your experiences. You're not alone. Share your stories, because you'll realize that all the people around you in your life probably have similar stories, and that is so therapeutic. And so I really wish some of the stuff I have held so heavy on my heart that I told my therapist, I told people a long, long time ago. My therapist was also someone who really, I don't even know if encouraged the right word, but she said something to me that actually helped me decide to come out on Twitter. She said, at some point, you gotta show up for your own life. And that was like running through my mind when I came out on Twitter as well. So she's super dope. All for it. With that, on that note, I'm going to end the vlog. Let's see how we did. Tomorrow's vlog? Oh, I think we have an announcement, maybe. I think we have an announcement.